Welcome to Zoom in Data. In this session, we will discuss the cloud platforms supported by Databricks, which is critical knowledge for both practical usage and interviews. Databricks is a cloud-native platform, meaning it relies on cloud infrastructure to provide scalability, reliability, and flexibility. Understanding which cloud platforms are supported and how Databricks integrates with them will help you design efficient data solutions and deploy workloads seamlessly. Key points covered in this subtopic: supported cloud providers and their features, how Databricks interacts with each platform, benefits of cloud-native architecture for enterprises. Subscribe to Zoom in Data to continue structured learning of Databricks concepts. Which cloud platforms does Databricks support? Databricks supports three major cloud providers: Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform, GCP. Each cloud provider integrates Databricks into its own ecosystem, allowing users to leverage native storage, compute, and security services. This multi-cloud support enables flexibility for organizations based on existing cloud investments. How is Databricks integrated with AWS? Databricks on AWS leverages services like S3 for storage, EC2 for compute, and IAM for access control. Users can attach clusters to S3 buckets and access data securely using IAM roles. AWS integration also supports features such as VPC peering, encryption, and logging, ensuring enterprise-grade security. How is Databricks integrated with Azure? Databricks on Azure is known as Azure Databricks and tightly integrates with Azure services. Azure Blob Storage, Data Lake Storage, and Key Vault are natively supported. Integration with Azure Active Directory allows single sign-on and role-based access management. Users can also leverage Azure services like Synapse Analytics and ML services alongside Databricks. How is Databricks integrated with Google Cloud Platform? Databricks on GCP integrates with Google Cloud Storage, GCS, for data storage and Compute Engine for compute. IAM roles and service accounts manage access securely. Integration with BigQuery, AI Platform, and other GCP services allows seamless analytics and machine learning workflows. What are the advantages of Databricks being cloud-native? Cloud-native design allows elastic scaling, meaning clusters can expand or shrink based on workload demand. Users pay only for the resources they use, improving cost efficiency. Cloud-native architecture ensures high availability, disaster recovery, and global accessibility. How does Databricks leverage cloud storage? Data is stored in cloud object storage like S3, Azure Data Lake Storage, or GCS instead of local disk storage. This allows clusters to be ephemeral while keeping data persistent. Cloud storage also supports features like versioning, security, and high durability. How does cloud provider choice affect cluster configuration? Cluster instance types, storage options, and networking differ between AWS, Azure, and GCP. Autoscaling and performance tuning options depend on the provider's compute services. Understanding the provider's infrastructure is critical for optimizing cluster performance and cost. How does Databricks handle multi-cloud deployments? Organizations can deploy Databricks on multiple clouds using separate workspaces. This allows redundancy, disaster recovery, or hybrid cloud strategies. Cross-cloud integrations can be set up, but data transfer costs must be considered. How does Databricks ensure security across cloud platforms? Databricks uses the cloud provider's native IAM roles, VPCs, and encryption services. Data in transit and at rest is encrypted using cloud-managed keys. Role-based access and workspace-level permissions ensure secure multi-user collaboration. What benefits does AWS offer specifically for Databricks? AWS provides a mature ecosystem with S3, EC2, Redshift, and other services. Integration with AWS Key Management Service, KMS, ensures secure key management. High availability and global regions allow scalable and reliable deployment. What benefits does Azure offer specifically for Databricks? Tight integration with Azure services like Data Lake Storage, Synapse, and Active Directory. Simplified provisioning through the Azure portal. Seamless access to enterprise authentication and compliance features. What benefits does GCP offer specifically for Databricks? Native integration with BigQuery, GCS, and AI, ML services. Service accounts and IAM policies manage access securely. Flexible compute options with Google Compute Engine allow fine-grained resource allocation. How do cloud providers affect data governance in Databricks? Cloud providers offer built-in compliance, auditing, and logging features. Databricks leverages these features to enforce governance policies. Organizations can comply with standards such as GDPR, HIPAA, or SOC 2 depending on the provider. Can Databricks workloads be moved across cloud platforms? Yes. With some planning, notebooks and code can be moved. Data migration may involve transferring storage between S3, ADLS, and GCS. Workload dependencies and libraries must be compatible across cloud providers. How does Databricks integrate with cloud-native security tools? On AWS, IAM roles and KMS manage access and encryption. On Azure, Active Directory controls authentication and Key Vault manages secrets. On GCP, IAM and Cloud KMS provide secure access to resources. How does cloud infrastructure affect cost management? Pay-as-you-go billing ensures organizations only pay for resources they use. Autoscaling clusters reduce idle resource costs. Cloud-native monitoring tools help track usage and optimize spend. How do cloud regions impact Databricks deployments? Choosing the correct region reduces latency for data access. Regional compliance requirements can dictate where data must reside. Multi-region deployments enhance disaster recovery and availability. How do managed cloud services enhance Databricks usability? Managed storage, databases, and AI, ML services reduce operational overhead. Users can focus on data processing and analytics instead of infrastructure management. Cloud-native integrations accelerate development cycles. How does Databricks handle network configurations in the cloud? Clusters are deployed inside virtual private clouds, VPCs, or virtual networks. Network isolation ensures secure communication between clusters and storage. Security groups and firewall rules control access to resources. How does Databricks leverage cloud elasticity for high-demand workloads? Clusters can scale out horizontally by adding nodes automatically. During peak processing, autoscaling ensures jobs complete efficiently. When demand drops, clusters scale down, saving costs. How does each cloud provider support monitoring and logging? AWS, CloudWatch and S3 logs. Azure, Monitor, Log Analytics, and Storage logs. GCP, Stackdriver for metrics and logging. Databricks integrates these logs to provide unified monitoring. How does cloud-native architecture affect machine learning workloads? Large datasets can be processed directly from cloud storage. Distributed ML training can leverage scalable clusters. Integration with cloud ML services accelerates experimentation and deployment. How does cloud provider choice affect data pipeline design? Access methods, storage formats, and connectors vary across cloud platforms. Designing pipelines requires consideration of provider-specific optimizations. Cross-cloud interoperability may require additional configuration. Why is understanding supported cloud platforms important for interviews? Interviewers often test knowledge of how Databricks interacts with cloud infrastructure. Understanding integration points, security features, and deployment strategies demonstrates practical expertise. It also helps in designing efficient, scalable, and secure data workflows. How should organizations choose a cloud provider for Databricks? Consider existing cloud investments and infrastructure. Evaluate native integrations with storage, compute, and analytics services. Factor in compliance requirements, cost, and regional availability. Thank you for watching Zoom in Data. If you found this video helpful, like, share, subscribe. More Databricks interview and tutorial videos are coming soon on Zoom in Data. Stay connected and keep learning with Zoom in Data.